Happy Hump Day, everyone. For those of you here for the first time, I'm R.J. Smith, the horror novelist and Hollywood screenwriter, and this is my baby, Crazy News Reacts, a safe place where we reveal the craziest news from around the globe. Welcome aboard. The movies inundate us, and the news is full of horrors. But what if I told you life is stranger than fiction? Our first story is a gruesome one, but like the scam funeral home episode I posted just last week, human remains seem to be in demand, a high-dollar item as we slide through 2023. On July 11th in Kentucky, FBI agents found 40 human skulls in an apartment during a search warrant for trafficked human remains. And they have identified body parts and dealers across the United States. James Knott, the owner of the apartment, was charged as part of a conspiracy ring that the government alleges were buying and selling corpses. The defendant actually used Facebook to sell the human remains, but he wasn't charged for this because it is not illegal to buy and sell human remains in most states. He had, however, allegedly sold remains to someone connected to a university ring. Knott ultimately was arrested and charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. And that's just insane crazy, diabolical craziness. What is going on with funeral homes, universities, and private collectors? Wow, just unbelievable. Here's the story.
When FBI agents this week raided an apartment in this Mount Washington neighborhood, they asked the man inside, James Knott, if anyone else was at home with him. According to the criminal complaint, he told them, "Only my dead friends."
He just lived right over here, so just really a shock and nervous now that something like that could be going on.
Neighbors are stunned. Investigators found 40 human skulls, spinal cords, femurs, and hip bones inside Knott's apartment. According to the affidavit, they were decorated around the furniture. One skull was laying on the mattress where he slept. Another skull was wrapped in a scarf. At the apartment complex, one neighbor posted this note saying, "We know nothing about our neighbor. Don't knock on the door."
Everybody is friendly. But, when I heard this, you just never know who your neighbor is anymore.
James Knott is believed to be part of a ring of people buying body parts involving a morgue manager for the Harvard Medical School anatomical program. FBI agents discovered a Harvard Medical School bag inside Knott's unit. They also found Knott going by the Facebook user William Burke on Facebook, where he shared several messages between a man named Jeremy Pauley in Pennsylvania. The two discussed photos and videos of skulls for sale. However, Caroline Branham has lived in this neighborhood for 20 years, and she doesn't recognize Knott.
And I looked, I said, well, that guy don't look familiar. Usually you see him, even those apartments coming down the road and everything, and I've never seen him before.
The FBI searched his white Chevrolet truck seen in this driveway. Investigators found a crate of 3 AK-47 op rod and bolts, 7 AK-47 empty magazines, and a drum magazine. On the floor bed, 10 fully loaded AK-47 magazines with additional ammunition. This brings fear to the neighbors.
Scary, because, we got young kids around here, and, he could just go off the deep end. Who knows,
Say it isn't so. Lucifer and a bird actually made a man kill his neighbor's rooster and then attacked the neighbor, shoving his thumbs into the eyes and gouging them out. What is he? Another son of Sam killer? Oh boy. 47-year-old Richard Ellison has been charged with murdering 72-year-old Benny Fouch. Fouch's body was found near the chicken coop, bleeding from his eyes, but he hadn't sustained more injuries. Despite this, he was declared dead shortly afterwards on the scene. Is that some sort of sick poetic justice? The defendant stated he carried out the killing after watching a 1970s blockbuster, guess, Deliverance.
Well, Riley, this is quite a strange and disturbing case out of Mercer County. Deputies say a man went to his neighbor's property to kill his rooster. He then allegedly gouged his neighbor's eyes out, killing the 72-year-old man. On Sunday, EMTs found a man dead outside his home with his eyes gouged out. Detectives say Princeton Rescue Squad was called to a home on Reese Harmon Ridge Road for a mental health check. When they got there, they found 72-year-old Benny Fouch dead.
Initial deputies got out there, secured the scene, in which they quickly developed who was the suspect. It was a close-by neighbor.
Mercer County deputies arrested Richard Ellison and charged him with second-degree murder. Detective Matthew Horn says they learned Ellison went to the home to kill Fouch's rooster.
Because he saw it on a movie and it had been crowing. So he went up there, killed the rooster, and from what we can gather, maybe that's whenever the victim came out to confront him with what was going on outside.
He then allegedly killed Fouch.
Later in the interview process with the suspect, he made like a hand gesture, like putting his thumbs up to the eyes and saying that he killed him.
Horn says they learned Ellison then brought the dead rooster back to his house. Horn says Ellison revealed something else to detectives, that Lucifer told him to do it. Reporting in Mercer County, Caroline Forbach, 59 News. Horn says Ellison was charged with second-degree murder because it did not appear to be premeditated. He's now being held at Southern Regional Jail, and his bond was set at $200,000 cash only. For now, reporting live in Mercer County, Caroline Forbach.
That brings me to our next creepy piece. Two alleged cannibals are accused of running a makeshift chop shop in Oklahoma where they performed illegal sex change operations and botched the surgery of a man who allegedly hired the pair to castrate him. Ooh! Yikes! Hold the train. The man, who traveled from Virginia to Oklahoma, wound up hospitalized following the screwed up procedure on October 12th. He later told detectives he found Allen online after searching the web for castration. Holy shit, people, who does this? Allen is alleged to have told the transitioner he had 15 years surgical experience and promised to perform the operation free of charge. Wait, say what? Free castration? Nope. Holy shit. There was one condition. Apparently, the creep was willing to perform the free operation because the videos of the procedures were for his personal use. Here's the riveting case.
Tonight, we're learning more about two Oklahoma men accused of performing illegal surgeries on a male victim's genitalia. We first told you about this story this week, but new documents now show the investigation is becoming even more bizarre. The two men are now accused of cannibalism. 5 News reporter Allie Lynch has the latest.
According to court records, a 28-year-old victim told hospital staffers Bobby Allen and Thomas Gates had surgically removed his testicles as he lay on a wooden table in their remote southern LaFleur County cabin. Allen and Gates were arrested when investigators say they went to visit the victim in the hospital. Newly filed court records show that the victim flew from Virginia after meeting Allen and Gates on a website that advertised castrations. In a strange twist, documents also show that the victim is now telling investigators one of the men claimed to be a cannibal. According to the affidavit, after the 2-hour procedure, the victim said Bobby Allen, quote, laughed and said that he was a cannibal, adding he had a freezer full of body parts. Sheriff's deputies searched the residence where they found bloody medical tools, a variety of drugs, and computer flash drives. In LaFleur County, covering news where you live, Allie Lynch, 5 News.
In addition to the illegal surgery charges, the men also face felony counts of battery with a dangerous weapon, maiming, assault, as well as misdemeanor charges of failing to bury the removed body part.
I just don't know what to say about it. Do you? He let the two guys cut off his privates? What the hell? Just when you thought you've heard it all, there's always another story. Theme park crowds watched in horror as dangling passengers begged for help from a stuck ride. The Canadian amusement park ride turned into a full-fledged nightmare suddenly at the top. Suspending upside down for half an hour or more, all the passengers 75 feet above ground. The Lumberjack ride, located at Canada's Wonderland theme park in Vaughan, Ontario, contains 2 hydraulic arms shaped like axes that swing back and forth, occasionally propelling the riders into the full 360-degree swing. Both stopped moving at around 10:40 p.m. By 11:05, all riders were rescued, thank God, and 2 people were treated for chest pain and released. And that's it for today, guys. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, whatever you want to call it. This is Crazy News, and I'll be right back here tomorrow with some more crazy shit.